These citizens are protesting against Western Pacific Timber, the company behind the land swap. Once he gets to Harvard, Chris says he will run for a spot on the undergraduate councils and join the debate team.
KHNL News 8's web reporter Cindy Cha joins us live with more.
It's called Share Your Table, and it cooks up a mean recipe. Of course, one of the highlights of the night is looking into one of these telescopes. Right now, I'm looking at the moon, and the Department of Human Services says it's time to bring them back home. The band has been getting by with old and even broken instruments like these ones. In fact, these are so old, they're being held together by duct tape. These volunteers are all members of the First Presbyterian Church of Clarkston. They meet every second Saturday of the month to provide their service, rain or shine. Having a mobile business has its advantages. Her office is always with her, and everything is at her fingertips. In Season 2, the team discovers unanswered questions surrounding topics like Fort Knox, Billy the Kid, and the Vatican. And for the first time, their detective work takes them to Europe. Good morning, I'm Cindy Cha with your KLEW News Morning Update. The Washington State Cougars are now searching for a new head coach after relieving Paul Wulff of his duties Tuesday. WSU Athletic Director Bill Moos fired Wulff after taking a few days to make the difficult decision. And we spoke with one agency about a budget-cutting measure that's already affected a number of people in our area. Quality Behavior Health says up to 60 Asotin County residents relied on Washington State's Disability Lifeline cash program for rent and utilities. A Grangeville man was sentenced Thursday for the murder of his girlfriend's 3-year-old son. 22-year-old Todd Carver was handed down a life sentence with no chance of parole for the first-degree murder of Dominic Boyd. Sharon Becker has 6 cats. She says every one of them brings her joy. But her happiness turned to sorrow after receiving an unexpected visit last Tuesday.
Donna Manchester from Animal Control in Clarkston wrote me a summons and said that every day I don't give my cats to her will cost me $150 per day per cat.
That's because Manchester says it's a violation to have more than 3 pets per home.
If we were to allow everyone to have the 8, 12 to 15 cats plus their dogs, the city would be overrun.
But Sharon says she doesn't allow her cats to wander in the streets. In fact, she says this outdoor structure was built specifically for her cats, where they can live, sleep, and play in. But Manchester says the law still applies.
The city ordinance says you can have 3 animals.
But Sharon says giving up even 1 cat will be difficult.
I lost my son last year, my little boy, and these cats are my children. It's like giving up my children.
Neighbors we spoke to say her cats are not a nuisance. One neighbor who did not want to go on camera says the city has ignored repeated calls about a skunk problem in her neighborhood. She says officials should focus more on bigger issues.
I think as long as the cats are being taken care of and they're enclosed, I don't see any problem personally.
Meantime, Manchester has advised Sharon to appear before a judge. Otherwise,
I come back and see if she's ready to redeem the cats or to let me adopt them out, or else she receives another fine.
Sharon says if any of her cats are taken away, she will be devastated.
They fill the void in my heart, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to get up in the morning. I love life through them. Because they're happy, they make me happy.
For KLEW News, I'm Cindy Cha. It's a project wrapped with love. The same kind 19-year-old Sylvie Eskridge remembers well. Sylvie was 8 years old when she lost her mother to ovarian cancer. What helped her overcome that tough time was the love and comfort she received from people she hardly knew.
People from all over the country, both Canada and the U.S., came in and they just showered me with their care and love.
Cancer also hits close to home for 21-year-old Casey Burnett. Her mother passed away 2 years ago from leukemia.
Just knowing the impact of a little thing such as not having to wear a gown, a medical gown or a surgical cap can really change the atmosphere and the mood.
That's why the girls, along with members of WSU's A-Squared Club, are making children's surgical caps for cancer patients. WSU faculty and students donated the fabric. A-Squared members met last month to begin the project. Now they're adding the final touches. Once completed, they'll deliver them to children battling cancer at Sacred Heart Medical Center in Spokane. These colorful caps will be given to the children as a keepsake to help bring light and happiness during such a dark time in their lives. The caps are symbols of hope, a circle of love to show children battling cancer they're not alone.
I'm most excited just to see that other people care about them and love them and believe in them.
In Pullman, Cindy Cha, KLEW News. 19-year-old Leanne Hackett keeps a busy schedule.
I work and I go to school and I volunteer, so being able to get places on time would actually help me a lot.
The bus is her only transportation, but oftentimes it can be challenging.
It's kind of obnoxious because I never know when to leave the house, and I think I know when the bus is coming, but I never know, and I miss the bus that I need to get on, and it's actually very obnoxious. A lot of times I'm late to class.
Now Leanne and other riders on Pullman Transit will know the exact location of their bus at all times, thanks to a new GPS technology called the Automated Vehicle Locator System.
This exact system has also been put in Everett Transit over in Everett, Washington. So it's becoming more and more popular. It's a really cool, change. I think it's really one of the best changes we've had for a long, long time.
And once the system is fully integrated, riders will be able to look online or even glance down at their phone and know exactly when their buses will arrive.
Instead of looking on the brochure, which can be somewhat of a challenge for people, this will show you each stop how long before the bus gets there. And it gives you the next 3 times the bus will be there.
And that can give students like 20-year-old Eric Clausen a better experience riding the bus.
That'd be pretty awesome. I could time getting to the bus stop perfectly, so I won't have to wait out in the cold very much.
In Pullman, Cindy Cha, KLEW News.